If I would have listened to him and he was like, oh, they look like they're all worn out, you're not gonna be able to get rid of them. I mean, I was blown away. And the other thing that you have to make sure of is the authentication. So these I've already authenticated. First thing I do to authenticate anything that is leather is smell it. I mean, I live in New York. We have a place called Canal Street. I don't know if you're aware, but there is every kind of knockoff around here that you could possibly ever want to find. I found I picked up a $12 Tory Burch boho bag in a thrift store, and that was my first Tory Burch I ever saw. And I actually listed it, and somebody was like, hey, I think you need to look at that. It might not be real. And that's when I learned how to authenticate myself. So how I authenticate, first of all, number one, if it is leather, smell it. Good leather smells like good leather. Fake leather smells like metal. And you will know right away. Some leather, you don't even have to get it close to your face, because like Fry Boots and Patricia Nash, it just, the whole room smells like that amazing leather. These, though, smell like really good leather. So I was like, okay, they have suede on them. There's no way that I could miss that smell. The other way that you authenticate anything that's like designer high-end, you look at the stitching. I mean, there's plenty, you can look up each brand specific and you can find one thing that'll knock it out for you. But when you're talking about high-end stuff, the stitching is always going to be perfectly symmetrical. I mean, these are these are high-end brands. You're gonna see all of the stitching will be perfect. There will not be a flaw or any kind of a misstitch anywhere. When you're dealing with anything high-end, bags, shoes, it doesn't matter. Even though these are made to look worn, you can tell that the quality, it's a single stitch quality. I can't show you so well on these because they're white, but that's a huge indicator. You know, and then you can get your serial. Sometimes on designer brands they don't have serial numbers. This one does not actually. So I did a couple of video watches to make sure I could authenticate these, and then also Poshmark authenticates blah, 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 things too. And if you wanted to go to the Real, they also offer authentication. So these, although these will not be going to the Real. Okay, another example of why I knew these were definitely real immediately. Smell. They smell like not metal. The other way, of course, like I mentioned, is the stitching. On this one, you might be able to see better how literally perfectly straight the stitching is. And you know, I know that it would probably be better if I had a pair of knockoff something to show you what really bad stitching looks like. But if you Google, or not Google, if you search on YouTube, you'll find some that'll show you. Also, you'll just know it when you see it. Like, if it's questionable at all, then it's probably not real. So when I looked at that Tory Burch bag, it was just a mess of stitching. And then the other thing I got burned on was a pair of True Religion jeans, which often are faked. And like I said, where I live, I pick up so much knockoff stuff. So here happens to be, this was not included in this haul, but these are going to be listed soon, a pair of men's True Religion jeans. Okay, so here's the deal with these. These are pretty, I got scammed because, first of all, I didn't know how easy it was to find these around here as a scam. This was early on. I used to buy True Religion for myself at retail, but now I find them here. And anyway, if you look at this and you look at a fake one, you can immediately spot the differences. You just, if I had a real one with me, or I'm sorry, a fake one with me, you would see it. The way that they print the wording, I mean, these things are knocked off from, like, you know, over in Asia, so they don't speak English as 100% as well as I do, obviously. So mine was like True Religion brand jeans, and where it says World Tour, it says something like American Tour or something like that. So that was one thing. The other thing that they often will have is they have this little tiny bit of metallic thread in here, which don't trust that alone because it is often faked. The other thing that's really critical, in my opinion, is the stitching again. These I know are real because you can look at the stitching and see that it's literally perfect. And the ones that I eventually realized were fake, thank God I didn't list them first. They had just way off stitching. You can't miss fake stitching when you see it. Okay? So, that is not part of my actual haul, but, so, I did get these. Now, you can laugh, I don't care. I love the vintage. These are men's vintage purple, but they're not as tacky as they, well, they're tacky. They're not as ugly of a purple as they look on camera. And they had UK sizing, and when it's called Oppo Suits. I saw the tag, first the color drew me because I just love vintage. And I would pick it up if it was a couple bucks, but when I saw this tag, Oppo, let's see, Oppo Suits, there you go. And then I saw that it had all that different sizing. Sorry for my light. There you go. And it had all the different UK sizing, US sizing, blah, 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 Euro sizing. And I felt the material. I was like, wow, these are probably really expensive, even though they're also really amazing. And again, in the community I was in, this is a risk I'm willing to take because they're fantastic, period. So I picked up these. These were like $5.99. Whatever. So in total, I spent $100. I am going to tally up what my profits are going to be on this, and I will insert them at the end of this video. That is the haul itself, minus, what did I include in this that should not have, oh, the True Religion jeans are of course not in the haul, and I think that's it, right? Yeah, that covers it. But I want to show you a couple things I snagged that were really good this week. All right. I forgot all about these until I saw it. I don't know how old you people are. You people. In my family, that's a fighting thing. What are you people thinking? What are you people doing? In the 80s, more for me in the 90s. These jean pocketbooks were like it, okay? People that actually handmade them, that's cool. Doesn't have to be a brand. Right now, this kind of stuff is really hot. It doesn't matter the brand. This one has a leather belt. Yes, I'm doing something. Give me a couple minutes.
Are you doing live?
No, I'm not doing a live. I'm doing a quick haul, and I'm almost done. Let me finish, please. So, yeah. So this one happens to, I'm not editing, guys. Sorry about this. It's not going to happen. But, you know, inevitably, I went too long. I took an extra, you know, parents are, thank you. These are my evil eye earrings that my friend sells. If you would like to get these kind, they're leather, and they're like, she sells them, she makes these herself. These are my evil eye earrings, and they are,
Janine.
but that's not how you find her. You go onto YouTube, Facebook, actually, and search the group Black Cat Boutique. She has so much amazing stuff, and these are like $2. And these rings, I don't know if you can see my rings, they're like $3, and they have the elastic. They have everything. Am I into like constantly walking around with lots and lots of jewelry? No. But yes, sometimes it's fun. That's all. I just like grabbed things to throw on so I wouldn't look like I'm like in my vintage silk pajamas. So anyway, back to these jean bags. If you see jean bags, and this one is so cool because it has this on the inside. It has the leather strap. It's in fantastic condition. It is from the 80s, 90s, and then it does not usually have a brand inside. So this one has magnetic closures. Okay. This is from, actually you would not know it unless you really, 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 really looked hard and did what you do have to do on jeans sometimes and look at the hardware. This is actually from the Gap. It's a vintage Gap jean purse. I suspect, it's like, it's funny too because it's like a cargo jean back in the day or something. Or maybe I'm not sure. Wait a minute, this person may have made this by hand and using a Gap overall, because I'm going to tell you why. It looks handmade and hand stitched. And it also looks like it's from an overall. See the side, right? But this is probably going to, like, I don't know, close the whole thing in for us, and we'll go full circle and we'll end it on this. This is why I think she made it out of overalls. Or he or she or whomever. No idea. I don't believe that these are, no, they're definitely handmade. Now I know. See the stitching? Here I am. This is becoming like a video about stitching, not a haul. That's handmade, obviously, stitching, okay? So this person decided, obviously, to take a pair of overalls, because this was what was in style back then, and make herself the cutest bags. She made herself 2 overall bags out of 1 pair of overalls, because these are also Gap. So how cute is that? She also lined, this is so awesome. I haven't even had a chance to really enjoy this myself. She lined the inside with that 70s, 80s kind of fabric. And she even stitched her own little jean pockets. There's 2 jean pockets in here to separate your stuff. Now, back in my day, this was an awesome bag. And the way that she made it to be worn, as you can see, she put the overall inside of the overalls on the inside, because this is actually a jean, handmade jean overall. Backpack. Can you see that? Yeah. So guys, if you run across ever anything like these, the vintage jean bags, it doesn't even have to be 80s, 90s, anything that's a denim, that's a bag, and if it's homemade, make sure you put that in your listing, because that makes a difference. People love that stuff. Some people don't love that stuff. It's gonna maybe just, detract people that it doesn't have a brand, but there's plenty of people that'll pay for handmade stuff. So here is that, and that is the end of what I want to show you today. Close the door so I can finish up real quick. I am going to close with a couple things. One, get out of the house, social distance, be safe, but get yourself back in there where you feel good, because it just reinvigorated me. I'll probably list all of this and more tonight, and I haven't been into listing anything. I've been kind of doing it by force, because I know that I have so much stuff to get rid of. So get out and do some kind of picking. I don't know what you feel safe with. Find something you feel safe with. Maybe it might be worth it to ask a friend, hey, you want to trade? Maybe somebody you know is tired of their stuff, and you're tired of your stuff, and you guys can just make a swap. And it's like picking. I don't know, but do something. Order a mystery box online from somebody reputable. If you looked up my mystery boxes, you'll see that I have, numerous amazing comments, and I offer lots of different mystery boxes. So what I'm trying to say is, do something that's going to reinvigorate you if you're stuck right now, because this is a really hard time for everybody. I can't even work because I'm half educating my kid at home all day. So I'm constantly being distracted. But see, something like this, when you list what you love and list what makes you excited, I'm not going to ignore listing these. I mean, I'm not going to ignore listing this bag. I'm just not. I love this stuff, so it makes me happy. Am I going to slack on putting together some mystery box listings? Probably. But this excitement, this feel, this thing, I haven't had that in a year almost, and guess what? I think that we need it. So find a way to get outside of your comfort zone, and in a comfortable way, get inside your comfort zone and find a unique way to order yourself something to pick through. Get those gems that make you excited. Again, if you're bored, and if you live in an area that you can go to a store and actually maybe they have like 6 people or whatever the rules are, and you can pick I'm telling you, for my fellow resellers, my fellow pickers, that it just, like, all of a sudden I woke up again. So happy hunting. I hope that some people have some fun hunts. Please comment below if any of this is interesting to you, if any of it made you want to get out there and get picking, made you want to list again. Sometimes if you have so much stuff, picking through your own stuff is like picking again. For me it is. I don't even know what I have. So, you know, pick out that box that's been in the back forever that you don't know what's in it, maybe, and maybe that'll help you. So I'm not sure your circumstances when it comes to sourcing and inventory, but I can promise you this. If you get your hands in there, wherever there is for you, that it will make a difference and make you some good money. I mean, I definitely profited, just saying, probably $600 after fees and expenses, probably more, but I'm being conservative. So make some profits, make some joy, make some time for yourself, get out there for 45 minutes and just try and keep yourself focused and don't be overwhelmed, and try and find these BOLO brands, and comment below if you have any BOLO brands of your own. Like, please, this video, subscribe to this video, and I promise I'm going to make sure that I'm recording more, and I'm going to be uploading more because it's good for me too. So thank you very much. You reached Nicole with Vintage Pigeon. I just did it like it's an answering machine. Hello, you reached Nicole with Vintage Pigeon. I'm sorry we can't take your call right now. If you would like, you may leave a message in the comments below. I would also suggest that you like and subscribe. If you hit the notification button, you will be notified every time that we are available to put up a new video. I would encourage you to do so. If you prefer to reach us through email, you can do so at vintage, but spelled like this, VTG Pigeon, PIGEON, @gmail.com. If you prefer to use social media, you can find us on Facebook under Vintage Pigeon Selling Group. If you would prefer to find us on Instagram, you will find us at XORussell. If you prefer to find me on Poshmark, there is a link below where you can link to all of these things. I just wasted my time answering the phone like I'm a receptionist again. It's all in the links. If you want to know where my fantastic nails that I did myself so beautifully and easily, that link will be in there too. So will my friend's jewelry. So, guys, questions, comments, concerns, put them down below. Tell me you missed me, because, you know, I need attention. It's been a while. Shh. I only got interrupted